So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And already we're underway here. Bellingham! And that's caused a worry or two. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning, well played.
Now it's Hullet. And the counter is on. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Vitinha has it out wide and in space. Deftly away. And they're back on the ball again. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And no, that was never going to make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bellingham. Nedved. He's shifting through the gears. Can he finish? They want to be quick to... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Cleared away.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passes short and sharp. And he welcomes it in. Ronaldinho. That's very neat. It requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. Oh, can he get onto this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Turan. Now, what about a counter-attack? Passes coming off in quick succession here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nice sequence of passes, this. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. That is a brilliant interception. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Passing nice and neat. Ronaldinho. Bellingham. And here's Nedved. Cruyff. Can he finish? And it's a goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Hullet. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Gattuso takes control of it and he's on the move. This is Romario. And this is Nedved. Nesta clears it away. And it's Gattuso. Oh, well played, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. This is Romario. He's having a shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Looking for options, for movement. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Up towards the front line.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And he thumps it clear. Some resolute defending there. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the action is back on the way. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Strokes it back. Pele. And he's in on Cruyff! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Just off target.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to sum...
And he shoots! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
And it's made its way to him. He's going for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And they've got rid. Vitinha. And claimed it back swiftly. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Romario did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, played right into his path. Ronaldo chasing after it. Oh, they could break here. Messi, Pele, Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides
18,
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
será sustituido por el dorsal 11, Neymar. Se va a llevar
Shot,
a cabo un cambio de
surely!
jugadores.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and the shot! Off the post! Nicked it back promptly. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's Neymar. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Nedved proves just... Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Czech looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. And Czech pulls off a sensational save. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark. That's just playing it safe and simple.
cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5, Messi. El dorsal
They've
14,
switched it over to the other side.
el dorsal
That's a great ball
25.
crossfield.
Serán
Platini
sustituidos por
going face to
el
face with
dorsal
his great
15,
rival.
el dorsal 10, el dorsal 9. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Early ball out from the back. Thuram. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Danger averted for now. Thuram. He is just caressing the ball. Neymar chooses to go back. Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Neymar had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar plays it short. That is lovely. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gattuso. He's going to be disappointed with that. He is through here. Chance for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Habrá 5
Big
minutos de
header!
descuento.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Looking for the run.
Pretty robust defending.
5 minutes to add. That's going to go a long way. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Well, there's the clearance. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Michel Platini. So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores
So, Jim, how do you
que hay
reflect
plazas
on what we've
disponibles
seen?
para alquilar
Well, the
en el
look on the
aparcamiento
manager's
del estadio.
face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carry
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And what strikes you most about this remarkable venue is, of course, its greenness. It really makes a terrific sight at the Estadio Akron, home to Guadalajara, one of Mexico's most popular teams. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Vieira shows great strength. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Lovely feet. Messi going face to face with his great rival. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Picked out brilliantly. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now there's a fine ball, and Hullet! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Simplicity itself. Hullet! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Pelé. Oh, played right into his path. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham is the team's great visionary. Nicely. It's Pelé! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pelé is offering a wry smile there.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely shaped ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, good-looking ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Vitinha. Gullit demonstrating his defensive quality there. And the counter is on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi. Now that's well seen too. And that was very necessary. And it's Gullit. Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vitinha. Gullit. And here's Messi. Dembele. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Leicester cuts out the pass. Bellingham. And that's a good ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Gullit. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And that's the second half started. Great ball, and he's in here. No foul, says the referee. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ambitious ball here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Tele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the... Bellingham! Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the comeback is complete. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Showing good feet. Gullit did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Guadalajara looking to pass their way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Chance, surely! Running on! That is just brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
And we have our very first corner.
Número 8. Entran número 24. Número 19. Se va a realizar un cambio.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Romario. Nedved. Vitinha. Looking to play him in. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Nedved. Oh, that's superb. And he's straight offside. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Foot in. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Can he finish? Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Cambio en el campo de juego. Número 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Entran
Guadalajara go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Danger averted for now. Bergomi. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And here's Nedved. Takes a shot! It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And this is... He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. Now it's Nedved.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He is through here. Played out towards the right wing. Maldini gets a foot in here. It's a goal kick.
Cambio en el campo de juego. Número 23. Entrará al campo número 13.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Gone behind for a goal kick. 5 minutes to add. Thuram. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's tidy. Now who's going to be first to this? Ronaldinho, big header! Oh, denied! Brilliantly! The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.